Hey guys, as we start moving more and more of our confidence to their later stages, this means we can start compressing them all together, which means that fairly soon we'll be done with the recap portion of this series before you know it. First things first, we need to head into Mementos and start fulfilling confident requests so we can move them past rank 8. And since we're only going through one section of Mementos instead of two, I can keep a good portion of my sanity while looking for stamps. Once we're done with Mementos, we're still going to hold off a bit before going into Sae's palace, but only just long enough to break the good news to our companions that their problems have been solved. Once we're done, it's time to make some groundwork on that treasure. On day 1, we will find 2 will seeds. One is in the back room. You'll find some gates near a safe room. If you follow the path it leads and secure yourself a key card, you'll be granted entry and gain your first will seed. The second is a disaster to explain how to locate. Basically, after you rig the dice game, you'll move on to the section with the giant slot machine. Somewhere in the back room of that game, you'll find a location that will allow you to use your grappling hook to gain access to it. After you win said slot game, you won't be able to progress beyond the upper limit floor and will need to return to the real world to change Sae's cognition. Be prepared though, because you will automatically return to the palace after the cutscene. Luckily, the last will seed is pretty easy to find. Just make your way up and drop yourself down onto a wall that zigzags up to the left and then right with alternating ramps. Once you make your way up, go through the vent, beat the mini-boss, and the seed will be yours. Once the treasure is secure, we can start maxing out even more confidence. During the evenings, we can max Sojiro, Oya, Mishima, and even Chihaya. Meanwhile, during the day, we can continue working on our confidence with Haru until she's at least rank 5. However, the most important thing to do is get Dr. Maruki up to rank 9 before his last day at the school. I know we're cutting it kinda close here, but we ended up saving his rank 8 and rank 9 on the 2 days before his departure. Luckily for us, his 10th rank happens automatically. It fits in rather nicely with the palace deadline as well, as that day would normally be taken up entirely by sending the calling card. So in a way, it's almost like a free use of time we wouldn't ordinarily have. So, we're going to end this episode off with the departure of Dr. Maruki. So without further ado, enjoy!
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. So today, I'd like to start off with our usual topic. I had you going there, didn't I? You're in for a real treat today. I know it's been a while since you've had one, too. Good question. So, I recently found this delicious looking buffet. It's apparently very well regarded, has all sorts of cuisines. Well, thanks to your input, I'm making some real progress on my paper. I'd like to take you to that buffet as my way of thanking you. How does that sound? Of course. Honestly, I feel like this won't even cover what I owe you after all you've done for me. Well, that settles it then.
Okay, let's go.
We should head over there now, before they get too busy.
Now.
Alright, now this is all on me today. No holding back, eat as much as you please. Dig in. Although, maybe I went a bit overboard with my first trip. Oh right, sorry, would you mind if I asked you about something before we eat? It's about my paper. Shibusawa? Maruki? I knew it! Shibusawa in the flesh! What are you doing here? That's my line! It's rare to see you in a restaurant like this one. Oh, and who might this be? Oh, he's, how do I put it? A deal? Not over anything shady, is it? No, not at all. Ah, nice to meet you. I'm Shibusawa. Shibusawa was one of my colleagues back in college. He's the one who recommended I pursue a counseling career. And I hear it's been doing you some good, too. I catch wind of your goings-on every so often. Honestly, it's a big relief. You have so much more compassion than most, but you can also be a bit too carefree. You didn't have to mention that part. Not that I can refute it. But anyway, tell me more about how you've been. Fill me in on this guy too. Oh, but aren't you here with others? What about them? Ah, it's fine. We just happened to swing by here. They won't mind my being away for a bit. And do you think you two are really gonna be able to tackle all that food on your own?
That's...
right. So you're a student at Shujin Academy. They've been on the news an awful lot this year. And that's where you're counseling now? Yeah, but only part-time. So what are you two doing out in a place like this? This isn't some kind of private counseling session, right? He's been giving me a hand with my research. I just brought him here as a thank you for all his help. Research? I meant to mention this earlier, but my paper is finally almost finished.
Thank you.
It's all thanks to you, though. Paper? The one you were doing research for? You mean you're still... Yep, I'm still at it, even after all of what went down. You remember what I told you, that I'd finish this paper no matter how long it took me. Maruki. You blow my mind sometimes, I swear. You gotta be the most stubborn man in the world. Is that supposed to be a compliment? And anyway, it's not 100% complete yet. I haven't even begun the peer review process. Oh, seriously? I'd be more than happy to review it for you. I mean, I did perform all the peer reviews for your publications in college. Really? Of course, man, why not? In fact, that's it. This is now officially a celebration. The meal's on me today. Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm supposed to be treating him today. Don't worry so much. Don't you want to congratulate him too, man? See, he's up for it too. I do appreciate it, but I have to say, I have mixed feelings about this. Oh, don't sweat the details. Come on, let's go for a second round. We've got to hit up the meat section, and the vegetables, and the beans.
That was great.
Ooh, what a feast. I think I've hit my caloric intake for the entire week. Yeah, man, am I gonna get an earful for piling on the pounds? By who? My girlfriend. Well, my fiance to be more exact. I'm getting married soon. Ah, I see. Wait, married? Yep, married. Now you're the only one left from school who's still flying solo. Oh, sorry to pry, but I feel like I need to ask. Are you still... Actually, forget I said anything. You were going to ask about Rumi, right? Don't worry, it's fine. She was my girlfriend back when I was still a student.
Well,
I was just too spineless at the time, and we broke up in the end.
Hold on.
It's not like it's a tragedy or anything, though. She's totally happy now. It's just that I don't feel ready to enter another relationship of that sort right now. This is supposed to be a celebration, yet I've thoroughly killed the mood. Sorry about that. No, it was my bad for bringing it up in the first place. Why don't we wrap things up here? I have to say, it's really good to see you doing well. And with your paper almost finished, too. Hey, keep an eye on this guy for me, alright? I mean, it's pretty rare to see him open up to someone like he has with you. You're talking about me like I'm some sullen kid. But I do need to express my appreciation properly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for helping someone like me make their dream come true.
All right.
Well, should we get going? Don't forget to send me that paper, okay? I'm seriously going to review it for you. I won't. I'll be in touch soon.
Be careful, okay?
Hey, it's me. I was supposed to treat you out today. Sorry things didn't go as planned. Shibusawa's always been quick to offer me his help. Well, maybe it's because he knows I'm a little careless though. That's true. He's actually helped me out a lot. Running into Shibusawa was quite a coincidence, but a very lucky one. He was the best in the department when it came to peer reviews. Maybe you're bringing me good luck with him too. Or maybe I'm thinking too much magical thinking. Well, see you later.
Oh, Senpai! There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Would you mind if I joined you for lunch? Thank you. All right, let's head to the roof. It's starting to get rather cold, isn't it? Sorry to bring you here. This is something I oughtn't really bring up around other people. Senpai, are you still planning to continue on as the Phantom Thieves? Lately, I haven't been hearing any positive gossip about the Phantom Thieves. Despite how much people cheered on your cause, even though they knew nothing about you or your friends, all they do now is speak ill of the Phantom Thieves. I know it's not my place to say this, considering I turned down your offer to join and all. But this change in attitude is simply awful. They're doing the exact same thing to you all that they did to me. Yet, you're still going to keep at it? Why, Senpai? Take care of something. I see.
Yeah. But don't worry about us. There isn't even a 1 in a million chance that my Phantom Thieves could ever lose.
I see. Well, I won't stop you. However, could I ask a favor? Or rather, could you promise me something? Once things settle down, I'd like you to join me somewhere so we can go have some fun together. I am too. I'm already beginning to look forward to it. So, please be careful out there. Oh, but I plan to keep my other promise I made with you about the physical training. Tomorrow. Is that too sudden? Maybe we should train the day after tomorrow then?
But that day's when...
I see. Oh, I haven't eaten yet! Come on, Senpai. You need to eat too. No one wins a fight on an empty stomach, you know.
Thank you. You see,
There's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. I know this is a little personal, but you remember how my former girlfriend came up the other day? Rumi? We were even engaged, if you can believe that. She was so cheerful. I mean, she could get pretty aggressive. She was always kind of hot-headed, but always so kind, too. She was the best thing that ever happened to me. I didn't deserve her, but if we'd had our shot, my life would have been much happier than it had ever been. But reality's never that simple. A burglar broke into her family's home. Rumi and I had been visiting. We were there to see what he'd done to them. It was just bad luck. But it didn't end there. He must have been desperate to escape. He attacked Rumi on his way out. I was right there with her and I couldn't do anything. Pathetic, right? We were lucky Rumi's injuries weren't more severe. Her physical ones, at least. But the shock of the incident was too much. She had a mental breakdown. We talked about that, didn't we? How wounds of the heart aren't always as straightforward as physical ones. She never really recovered from what happened, even after all this time. I kind of lost myself in that pain for a while, too.
why?
She didn't deserve that. None of them did. None of them did anything wrong.
I'm sorry.
When I saw her in that hospital bed, I made a vow. I swore that I'd do all I could to fight back against the unfairness of reality. If someone suffered like that, I'd help. Like I said before, Rumi's in a better mental place now. She's happy. But that pain I felt back then, that's how this project was born. And thanks to you, I finally found the true goal of that research too. I don't care how long it takes me. I will make my dream come true. For Rumi's sake, of course, but for you too. I honestly don't have the words to say what all this means to me, but I can say at least this. Thank you so much for everything. Thanks to you, I found my answer. And once it's ready, I hope you'll let me use it to help you find the happiness you deserve. My path is clear now. I think this will probably be the last time I come to you about the paper. I know how you feel. It meant a lot to me, too. I'll let you know when I finally finish that paper. When I do, I'll have to thank you one last time. You helped me see my dream through. I owe you so much.
Now,
But for now, I should uphold my end of the deal. I've got a really special one for you today. I think you're ready for something on another level now.
all right.
Also, there's one more thing I want to tell you, but I'll save it until I finish my paper. I just hope you can forgive me for it.
Sorry.
Oh, don't mind me. Sorry, that came out way too ominous.
All right.
Oh, and here. Never a bad time for a snack, right?
Well, see you. Ah. Good morning. I know this is last minute, but if it's possible, could you come and see me during lunch today? Glad to hear it. I wanted to discuss something with you, since it'll be our last chance to do so here. Yes, my time here at Shujin is coming to an end today. It's quite the sad affair. I do have a farewell speech to give the school at morning assembly, but I'd also like to speak with you individually. Considering the occasion, lunch is on me. I'll have something special waiting for you, so you look forward to that. Well, I'll see you later.
Dr. Maruki's really leaving.
It's already been half a year, huh? That sure went by fast.
And finally, we would like Dr. Maruki to share a few last words with the student body. Well, Doctor, if you will.
Good morning, everyone. As the Vice Principal has mentioned, today marks the end of my tenure at Shujin Academy. For the past several months, I've come to learn about all sorts of conflicts that you students have faced this year. Troubles with romance, with studies. In fact, some of you have financial issues that are awfully similar to my own. But before I leave here, I want to offer you a final piece of counseling. If your situation ever becomes too painful to endure, remember, it's okay for you to escape your problem. I don't want a single one of you to think that an unfair reality you've been forced into is the only one that you have to live.
It's okay.
What I'm trying to say is, even if your life is full of worries, it's best for you not to obsess over them. Your existence in this world is an amazing miracle. You deserve to spend your days in happiness. I'll keep on rooting for all of you to have the best lives possible, even after I'm long gone. I guess things don't always pan out like you expect. Well, that's it. Thank you for having me here this year. Good luck to you all.
Dr. Maruki!
Dr. Maruki!
I wanted to thank him personally, but it may be best to hold off on that for a bit.
I doubt we could get a word in edgewise anyhow.
Thank you for coming here. Since this is about to be my last meal at Shujin, I've brought the best lunch ever. These tempura bowls are from a restaurant I've been curious about since I first came to the school. I'd always passed on it due to the price. But today is special. Not only that, I ordered the deluxe bowls for us. I should be the one thanking you. All right, let's eat. Ooh, this aroma's really triggered my appetite. Too bad I can't see anything now. I'm so glad I splurged on that. Upscale dishes like that really do taste incredible. I wish I could just get lost in this bliss forever. Well, Now that we've finished our food, let's get down to business. First off, I have quite big news. My paper's done. I've mentioned this before, but still, this is truly thanks to you. Had you not shared your experience and insights with me, this paper never would have been completed. Please, allow me to express my gratitude to you once more as a most helpful student of Shujin. And as a phantom thief as well. Huh. So you're not denying it. Why don't you take a look at the title of my paper over there? You know, the Phantom Thieves' act of changing hearts is rather reminiscent of cognitive science in practice. They infiltrate a reality that exists solely for their target. A reality wholly separated from the one that the public recognizes. By accessing that world, they gain the means of permanently altering their target's cognition. That is what I hypothesize as being the change of heart you induce in your targets. Should I take your silence to mean I'm correct? To be entirely honest, it was all the way back in April, when I first came to speak with the principal here about providing counseling to you students. I actually witnessed the moment when you came out of an individual's reality like I'd mentioned. You suddenly appeared in the back alley near the school. I believe Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san were with you? Takamaki-san appeared to be extremely exhausted.
Thanks.
It wasn't long after that scene that Mr. Kamoshida had his change of heart. Beyond what I witnessed, I had also been told that you three were closely affiliated with Mr. Kamoshida in some way. At that point, I was already half convinced that you were involved. I was almost certain Mr. Kamoshida's change of heart was provoked by the three of you. Well, I've been researching cognitive science ever since I was a grad student. For years, I've been attempting to directly interact with an individual's cognition so I can help address their pain and despair. But, for certain reasons, this research has never been acknowledged in academia. Despite that, I continually pursued evidence that my hypothesis is correct. It was during that time I happened to come across the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, fresh from a mission. My heart began to dance. I thought to myself, maybe I could complete my research if I were to have your assistance. That's why I approached you and your group of friends in the first place. I hadn't mentioned any of this until now because, well, I didn't want you to take it the wrong way and suspect my motives. But I think that's everything I'd kept from you. Does that change your opinion of me? A deal, eh? Well, I'm awfully grateful you see it that way. And just so you know, I have no intention of telling anyone about this. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you're free to change my heart as you like. Thanks to you, I finally know what I need to do. I'm going to stand up to our current reality. I swear I'll use my research to make our world a better place. Though, it'll likely be through different means than how the Phantom Thieves reform members of society. Indeed. You have a strong moral compass, never losing sight of your own definition of justice. I'm more grateful than ever to have met a young man like yourself. Although it's not like this is the last time we'll see one another, still, thank you for everything up to this point.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the Counselor, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right. I'm going to follow the path that I believe in. I sincerely hope that one day, at the end of that path, I'll be able to aid you as well. Even if you just considered it to be meddling in your affairs. Whoops. Looks like we're out of time. We'll meet again though, right? That's right. Hey. No, it's nothing. Best of luck to the both of us. See you around.